Hey everybody, it's Danielle Damianov with your Wind Down Wednesday, and I am here today with Matty K from Matty K Travels. Thank you so much for being here all the way from New York. Matty, tell us a little bit about what you do and a little bit about your company.
So thank you so much, Danielle, for having me on Wind Down Wednesday. I can say that I am not having some wine in a wine glass, some wine in a coffee cup in my office. That was about the best I could find here. So yes, I am Matty K. I'm the owner of the Matty K Travel Group based here in Long Island, New York, or as people like to say, Long Island, New York. We are a full service travel agency. We do everything from honeymoons, destination weddings, business travel, recreational travel. We're here to make your travel easier and less stressful. And as Danielle and I have just got done talking about of how it's so easy to let it get you stressed, but it's just so much more enjoyable when travel is not stressful.
Oh my gosh. And everybody that knows or watches me or follows me on social media knows how much I absolutely love to travel. And Matty was just giving us some travel perks. So if there's any travel perks that you want to let people know about, or any travel hacks, as they call them now,
Yes,
why don't
hacks.
hacks, now it's hacks. Share a few with us.
So, one of the interesting things I'll actually bring up, because what's starting back up right now, and especially for those who are in Florida, cruises are sailing again. And although cruising is not what it was 2 years ago, I don't like using the term pre-pandemic, post-pandemic, but 2 years ago, cruising was a little different. But when you cruise, there's some awesome deals out there to be had. And if you're somebody who's ready to travel, ready to get on a cruise ship, there are some amazing deals, especially, and it sounds self-serving, but especially using a travel agent. And real quick, using a travel agent, you'll never pay more than booking online, other than some travel agencies do charge some planning fees if you got some, crazy plans, that get into real intricacies in planning. But when it comes to a cruise, not only are you going to pay the same, but you're going to get some pretty good perks. We get access to some good onboard credits, to some exclusive deals, specials. Sometimes, especially if you're booking far in advance, we get some deals. Cruising is really, picking up. The all-inclusive products down in the Caribbean, down in Mexico, the DR, Jamaica, some great deals. I was about to say Europe today, but there's been some slight changes to the Europe forefront right now. But sticking back on this side of the world and the continent, Mexico, Europe, Mexico, the DR, Jamaica, cruising, great deals, great perks to be had. Even simple things like some free car services. We've got some really good deals going on right now.
Well, and I think also, what's important is if you ever have an issue or run into a pinch or whatever, you have somebody to call instead of sitting on the phone, with an 800 number for hours, hoping someone's going to help you, fix your problem. That's another thing too, is having that go-to person.
Yeah, I think, in the world of 2021, where everybody has an iPhone or an Android in their hand and access to a computer, it's really easy to book a trip. It's not until something goes wrong, and nobody wants something to go wrong, but things happen when you travel. Flight gets canceled, you have to leave early, somebody doesn't feel well, you lose your bag. Those are all things that now you're going to sit on hold with that big box company, and I won't use names, and you're on hold for 8-10 hours. You're just another body. You're just another person. Whereas when you're using, whether it's my travel agency, and I don't advocate just me, I just use a small business owner, we're all small business owners, travel agents, in real estate, in loans, and whatever it might be. Everybody's out there to help each other. You have somebody on your side. You have an advocate there for you who has easy access. I can literally chat with the res agent for the airlines, the cruise lines, hit a button, send the message. You're not spending your hours where, as entrepreneurs or as a small business owner, as a family, mom, dad, you're not taking that time away from your family. The team is handling it, and it's done, and you don't have to worry about it. And
that's
so
money.
Incredible.
Especially when you're self-employed, if you cannot actually work and you're taking time out of your day to do something that is not making you any money and causing you more of a headache, very important to have that professional on your side. And like you said, you're not going to pay anymore by using a travel agent in general. If you're planning, I'm sure, some African safari or elaborate trip or whatever.
But I think the average cost to have somebody plan out an African safari for you, speaking of, because they're open and they're going on, and I was going to go on one in October, and unfortunately the dates just didn't line up. The going rate for a travel agent to plan a 14-day African safari for you from start to finish is $100. I mean, if you think the amount of time, effort, and energy you spend, and we did a study, we actually did a poll of how long it takes the average person to book a domestic flight from, let's use Orlando Airport to LAX. Simple, 2 places. The average time somebody spends is an hour and a half. So as an entrepreneur, small business owner, you want to say you make $100 an hour, you just lost $150.
Right.
When we can go on the computer and figure it out for you, take care of it. That's what my team is paid to do. And you just spent that time running your business, spending time with your family, your kids. You're not telling your kids, hold on, mommy and daddy's on the phone, mommy and daddy's on hold. You get to spend that time. If we want
to book a flight with you, but we want to use miles, does it make more sense just to go onto the airline? Or
so if you want to book miles, the God's honest truth, and I'll speak from my agency versus another agency. For me, I'm still going to help you, even if I guide you through the process. And part of that is that loyalty of, is my agency going to make $1 helping you with those miles? Absolutely not. But I'm going to help you with that. Maybe one day you'll call me for a car rental, or maybe you'll call me for a tour. Maybe you'll call me for a hotel rental, but maybe you'll remember that you got that world-class service with me. And it's that forward-looking, we're always looking for that referral. We're always looking to provide world-class service. As we say, we treat every family like, every client like family. So if my family member called up and said, hey, Matt, how do I use my Delta SkyMiles? I'm going to show you how to do it. So if you called me up, I might not make money on it, but I'm going to show you how to do it. And hopefully that will turn you on to the future of, hey, you know what? I remember that guy, Matt, helped me out. He didn't charge me anything. I'm going to use him to book my trip.
Right.
That's that long-term relationship.
And it's important on spreading the word. I remember like my parents back when I was young and we used to travel, they had a travel agent. Their travel agent had an office, like the brick and mortar.
Brick and mortar.
They did everything through that travel agent, everything. And then as the years go on, it's like, yeah, like you said, I mean, my mom will be online for hours doing all this research and then never book anything.
Yep.
And then, so it's crazy when, I don't even know if that travel agent is still around, but that's all they use. So I think it's important to bring back the actual travel agent, someone that can help you organize everything for you, handle it for you, take away, like we're talking about, especially people that are self-employed, that time, or even if you're not self-employed, you don't have time on your time off to sit around and search for a million different deals. And then you check again a couple days later and the prices went up and, you missed out on the 60% off second guest or whatever.
And the irony is that most people, it's a control issue with, I would say, even myself, because before being a travel agent, before anything else, I'm a traveler searching for a deal. It's that control issue that people, I need the control. I need to do this. I need to do that. You don't lose control by using a travel agent. But I had somebody, ironically, right before you and I jumped on our call, who had found a flight. I quote him a flight yesterday, did all the work for them, sent them the link. It's booked, they're ticketed, they're everything. Matt, I spent like 3 hours today and I found that it's $8 cheaper.
Oh my gosh.
So not only did they find it on a different airline, and I'll say it right here, it's Frontier Airlines instead of American, but you don't pay, you're not getting your seat picked. You can't do a carry, you're paying for your carry-on bag. You're paying for your checked bag, you're paying to breathe on the airplane.
Exactly.
And when all is said and done, it was probably like $100 more to just do that carry-on, checked bag and everything. And they lost the flight because they didn't book it in time. And so I get in this world where people think, oh, they're out to make money, they're out to this. It's, you find somebody you can trust and believe in is so important in travel. And then anything, especially when you're going to a foreign country or you're going to a different city that you don't know, you want to be able to trust the person who books that trip for you. And one of the biggest, most important things that I say to everybody, even you, Danielle, I will not send somebody to a place I would not send my wife, my 3 daughters, or myself. I won't. And that's so important of how the trust is really important between you. Just like your insurance agent, your real estate agent, your car salesperson, there needs to be trust.
So let me ask you another question. And I think this is probably one of the reasons why I go online and do stuff, is I'm so last minute and I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm not a planner. So we will literally, like, I could be sitting here and then book a trip 2 days from now. So I don't like, it's not like that type of, okay, I mean, some stuff we plan, but a lot of stuff, it's just literally last minute. In those instances, are we like your biggest nightmare? Or
are you my biggest nightmare? No. I mean, I can't speak for every travel agent or agency. I have a big team. I have a big office. We went from that brick and mortar that after Rona in New York, we closed, and I work from a home office now. But for some travel agents, you might be, and you have to know, not every travel agent's for you, not every insurance broker's for you, not every restaurant, people have different relationships. And I know that part of that relationship is, I know when somebody sends me a message at 10 o'clock at night, I might answer it. It might be, Matt, I need to be somewhere at 9 a.m. the next morning, or hey, Matt, I'm looking to go somewhere in 2 weeks. We can handle that. We have a staff that works 24 hours a day. But you, as that last minute traveler, you want that, but you want that instant answer of, all right, I'm leaving in 2 days. Where am I going?
Right.
And
Exactly.
it depends.
Yeah. Well, so I just wanted to bring Matty K on here. My iPad is about to die. So I'm so excited though that we got to bring him on here. He has helped so many people in Apex, which is a mastermind that I am, or a group that I'm a part of. I want to say, is a resident travel agent for that group. And he's been awesome. He's helped so many people. So if you're looking to travel now or have any travel questions, or even next year, the year after, call Matty K. All of his information will be in this video, and he is here to help. So thank you so much for being on, and hopefully people are going to reach out. People are going to start traveling again.
Danielle, thank you so much for having me on your Wine Wednesday. I really appreciate it. Anybody, even if they have a question and they're not ready to book, we're always here for that. I get yelled at for all the time, but we're here to help. We really are.
Awesome. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.
Bye.